Hello everyone, my name is Lancel90 and welcome back to Let's Play Subnautica Below Zero. So it's been a day since I played, so I have to retake stock what we got. We've got water, we've got cured hoopfish. The next thing I was going to do is build batteries. Surely 2 will be enough. So we'll take these to replace it in our Sea Glide if we need them. And then we should also bring a beacon to place at the top of the hole. So that way we can at least use it as some kind of navigation to get back out, hopefully. And then we should also look at whatever that new thing was. Floating air pump wouldn't be too bad either, just to have a bring air a little bit further down for us. Pathfinder tool 5 grapevine. Graphic Pathfinder does max 20 discs per path. Okay. Lock these down. I wonder how you make ammo for it, or if you can only make one path. That was 5, indeed it was. Oh, that's a weird symbol for the base. I thought that was the airdrop from before. Well, I guess it was. The airdrop, I was thinking it was the other thing, though. We need titanium. Don't know how that's going to work exactly. Okay. Let's do this. Like I said, there is other directions we can go. We could go fight the bonefish if we wanted to, but that's pretty scary. Everything would be a lot easier with a sea moth. But without a sea moth, this particular thing they're wanting us to do is actually very dangerous. Like in the original Subnautica. Okay, here's our hole. Let's get some air. The original Subnautica, you would have a sea moth before diving into any deep holes. This one we do not. The sea moth gives you infinite oxygen. This is exit 1. So back to the surface. Then we'll change this beacon to something very noticeable. So the yellow's probably more noticeable than anything. Alright, here we go. Guess I will save the pathfinding device for when it gets tricky like this. Okay. Actually wasn't too tricky, because it's not a multi-path situation. It's kind of
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Wait, did we go this low before? I feel like we would have noticed this particular thing here. Here's our Pathfinder probe. I guess it'd be like up there somewhere, huh? It's a little bit tricky jumping between this and the... See, now we're in trouble. Pathfinding tool, I'm not sure is working at all.
30 seconds.
Okay, that's not enough to keep going, so let's head back. Save some battery. So yeah, does the Pathfinder thing work at all? No, we've set some of it up. I'm just kind of curious. Like, I'm not gonna go through, but like trying to click and seeing if that would like generate a line of some sort. Is it literally just like visual only beacons? And they're not... It's moderately useful, but it's not as useful as I figured it would draw a line between them. Okay, so now we know it's not really worth doing. It's hard to spot something really little like that when you're panicked running for oxygen. So we'll probably just be doing it manually here. Oops. Making sure we at least had a decent amount of inventory space.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Help. So went that way before. Okay, I guess it's moderately useful, but I mean, you could do anything to kind of mark your way. Just pick up rocks and leave a trail of breadcrumbs. Alright, well, we found another way out. Diving back in. There may not be anything to find down here, but seems to be a lot of branching pathways. came from that. Oh, they point in the direction of the other ones. Okay. Slightly more useful. Okay, in my internal brain mapping, we've been everywhere. Also trying to understand the map on our Sea Glide, but I've never really looked at it before in the past. So I don't really know what the hell it's showing me here. Assumedly, we want to go over that way.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Okay, we gotta go back up.
Seconds.
Please be refilled. I feel like I went all the directions that time. I feel like I went all directions. Let's try this again. It's like a big... Or this way. It's really hard to use this little map here. Like, where are you trying to take me to? Is this this? Is this what this is? This 3D map is so... not good. By all means, it looks like we're right above it. Maybe there's a separate entrance. See, if the things drew lines, I'd be able to map out all the different paths, but... okay. Let's try going back here. I think I went in the far side one there, actually, and I think there was one on the near side. Okay, here's like a big one. Don't know if this is that separate exit we found earlier or if this is a different way. Same antechamber as before. Dead end. way out. I think there's just nowhere else to go.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
You know, the hologram is kind of moving as we move too. It makes things a little... I guess it needs to. I have a feeling this is just as low as it gets. But it does look like there is a big ol' room on this side, huh? I can't really find the entrance to that. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to know where the early access ends here, you know? Especially when they bury something in a maze of tunnels. I'm pretty sure I checked every direction down there. And we can try to find... some other way in, but I have to... like this is showing a hole out this way, it looks like. Once I'm above ground, the map changes. Well, this is that other way in that we've already been to. And our sea light's about to run out of power. We'll run it till its end. And it could be that just the positioning thing is not quite right. Because this...
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
that also just looks like it's like right behind here. I think this is just another way out. Oh, wait. No, it's just another way out. I don't think there's anything else down there. I think that is it. We will now head home. Were they all red in this version? It seems like it. I was watching someone else play the original Subnautica, so everything is slightly confusing me because the colors are different. Well, all I can say is I tried. I don't think I missed anything down there. I am fairly certain that it's not in the Jedi Archive and therefore it does not exist. But the good news is we have a propulsion cannon now. free, even though I'm probably not going to use it. Give it a little bit of a test run here. Oh, you pick it up if you left click. Gotta get used to the controls. Launches it with right click, okay. Okie dokie. Let's wait till daytime before we go to the bone zone, as it would be called. It'd be great if we could do something else, even if it was just base building. Could go for some base building right now. I feel like that'd be pretty fun. No, the way to figure out if there's any holes down there for real would be to do a freeform mode where you don't have to worry about oxygen and just go down there and really look around. It's difficult to look around with the limited oxygen. Maybe if we had the rebreather, we'd be pretty good. Or once you get like the ultra capacity oxygen tank, that one tends to do pretty good for really long-term exploration. Okay, well, while we're here, let's read some of these. I think these were all the audio logs, so we don't need to read these, but we can go through the lore. Equipment, propulsion cannon. All these should be the same, so we're not going to worry about those. Wait, we can build a mobile vehicle bay? Cool duff one. No. It's listed, but no. Why is it listed? Makes me really feel like I could gain rewards for precursor technology. Okay. Sanctuary Zero, discovered some months ago, operating on low power. All attempts to access the facility have failed. It is located in the so-called Twisty Bridges, an area dense with macro flora reaching 100 to 300. Well, this makes it seem like it's here, doesn't it? Fast growth of the tour plans. The area operates permanent route to the facility from established 200 meters. Contractors are advised due to visual reference to locate a viable path. Well, that's making me feel like it's definitely down there. I'm pretty sure I went all the different directions, though. The alien Art-6 constructed multiple sanctuary facilities around 4546B. Their purpose was to restore and preserve aliens' mental states for later revival in case of emergency. While many individuals fled to these sanctuaries when the Kahara contagion was released, most succumbed before they could reach one. Of those sanctuaries we gained access to, none contained a viable alien consciousness. It was further unclear what sense could be made of the data if they had. Arctic Survival Guide. Employees working on the surface in cold weather climates are advised to take additional precautions for safety. High winds can result in rapid onset of hypothermia. Keep an eye out for natural shelter or restorative hot springs. You never know how long you'll be away from home base. Remember to pack a lunch. Toasty hot beverage always feels good when working in sub-zero conditions. Always dress appropriately for the mission. Investing in an Altera cold suit is certain to pay dividends where your survival is concerned. So here, if you're reading this and you survived the emergency evacuation of a station equipped with Altera technology and your PDA is rebooted in emergency mode, this operating system will help you continue to survive by monitoring your temperature and vital signs and issuing advice. I'm just going to look for anything that might be different with MB. Your personal work files have been encrypted and maybe retrieved at a later date by a licensed engineer. Anything that's different from the last game. Coral. Table coral's always been around. It's not new. Apparently we've seen Bloodroot. All these we are quite familiar with, other than the color difference is different. Generic bowl, generic ribbon, violet bow. Herbivores large, Arctic ray, fast-moving ray species as well adapted to low-temperature environments. 2 sets of wing-like fins enable this ray to quickly change direction and accelerate like other rays is. Exclusively herbivores. For your insights into this creature's physiology and life cycle, hit F8 to report your findings to Altera, ensuring to mention a hashtag story. So you could submit ideas, I guess, for what this creature could be. That's cool. I don't know if I have any particular ideas to add to it, but it's interesting to think about. I don't know if that's a thunderstorm or my neighbor moving our trash cans. They sound the same. Large docile herbivore, which emits oxygen and is defended by the small aggressive symbiotes which accompany them. Slow, stupid, and delicious. Ooh, you can eat them? Complex gill. What the hell is he doing? Complex gill lines the inside of the hole, drawing cold water in, emitting warm oxygen-rich water in its place. Attract symbiotes, which make the whole fish their home and fiercely ward off any approaching life form. Migrates more or less at random, feeding from nutrients deposited by the symbiotes. The Titan holefish has evolved entirely beyond basic survival mechanisms like speed, intelligence, or hunting. Is its in semi-permanent state of unreflective calm, swimming forward on impulse, fully trusting the complex simple system which supports it. Valuable oxygen source so you can reach it. You can breathe if you're near? Is that what it's telling me? I didn't really pay attention the last time we got near one. Arctic peeper, fast prey fish, camouflage against the ice. Researcher notes, don't like the auto-generated names, suggest Iclops. Fish, we know them, we love them. Boomerang, aye, fish. The old-fashioned peeper. Have anything to talk about? Not particularly. Carnivores, pingling, young pingwings tend to huddle. I wonder if this is a joke. I wonder if they're going to change this at some point, and if they're just making fun of Benedict Cumberbatch pronunciation on penguin. I think he called them penguins. Tend to huddle on dry ground, wait for their next meal, consume almost exclusively fish, regurgitated by the adults they huddle. Stay close to the center of the huddle, stay warm and out of the wind. To separate from the huddle, the adults will become agitated and begin searching for their young penguins. Please don't do this. So that's why you could grab one. Be a bad idea. Bird-like creatures hunt small fish below the water, huddles and packs on the ice above, consumes small prey fish and regurgitates them for its young. Detachable, luminescent tail for fast evasion of predators. Sharp teeth concealed inside the beak are defensive, used to tear out trunks of aggressors. Huddle in packs on the surface for protection against the cold. Less cuddly than they look. Cerid. Wait, what was the ray I saw then? If this is the Pinacerid. Intelligent and curious creature with hunted focuses below the waterline, but returns to the surface to breathe. Eats small fish, may be hand-fed, shows taming potential, assessment friendly. Symbiote, a small fast predator which nests inside the hull of a Titan holefish and defends them at all costs. Does it have a danger level? Yes, medium, actually. Symbiotes feed mostly on overconfident predators which attack the Titan holefish. Expending huge energy reserves to move quickly and strike their targets, the symbiote is dependent on receiving additional warmth and oxygen from the Titan holefish. Symbiotes lay their eggs inside the gills of the Titan holefish. Place left behind is absorbed by the Titan, constituting all the nutrients it needs to survive. Assessment, catch or neutralize the type to approach the Titan holefish. So we can catch these and eat these? Well, we're going to have to do that in the next episode, and also see if we can breathe when we're next to the Titan holefish. That's all the time we have for this one. I hope you all enjoyed, and have a good day.